By 35, you finally became a millionaire, the goal that millions dream about but few ever reach. You thought it would solve every problem, but the biggest surprise was discovering that wealth changes your life in ways money never can. This is the untold reality of becoming a millionaire before 35, and why the hardest part begins after your first million. At 22, Jake graduated and started his first full-time job with a modest salary. While many of his friends spent their income on expensive apartments, new cars, and weekends filled with shopping and entertainment, Jake made different choices. He lived below his means, avoided unnecessary debt, and invested a large portion of every paycheck. He also spent his evenings learning valuable skills and building an additional source of income. The progress was slow, and there were moments when he questioned whether the sacrifices were worth it, but year after year, discipline, patience, and consistent investing quietly transformed his financial future, putting him on the path to becoming a millionaire before the age of 35. At 34, Jake opened his investment account and saw a number he had dreamed about for more than a decade. His net worth had officially crossed $1 million. For a moment, everything felt unreal. Years of sacrifice, disciplined saving, and patient investing had finally paid off. He expected fireworks, endless excitement, and a completely different life, but the feeling was quieter than he imagined. The next morning, the sun rose as usual, and his daily routine remained the same. That's when Jake realized that reaching his first million wasn't the finish line. It was the beginning of a new chapter, filled with greater responsibility and purpose. After reaching his first million, Jake expected his entire life to change overnight. But the biggest differences were surprisingly quiet. His family worried less about financial emergencies, and he could support them when it truly mattered. Some friends celebrated his success, while others slowly drifted away or treated him differently because of his wealth. At work, Jake no longer felt trapped by every paycheck, giving him the confidence to make decisions based on purpose instead of fear. His lifestyle became simpler, not more extravagant, because he discovered that real wealth isn't about showing success. It's about having the freedom to live life on your own terms. As Jake's wealth continued to grow, so did challenges he had never expected. More people asked for financial help, opportunities became harder to trust, and the fear of making one bad decision grew stronger than the fear of having too little money. He realized that protecting wealth required just as much discipline as building it. Instead of chasing a more luxurious lifestyle, Jake stayed focused on his values, maintained the same financial habits, and surrounded himself with people who respected him for who he was, not for what he owned. He discovered that staying grounded was the greatest investment of all. Looking back, Jake realized that becoming a millionaire before 35 didn't change who he was. It simply revealed the habits and mindset he had built over the years. Money gave him choices, but it couldn't replace health, meaningful relationships, or peace of mind. The greatest reward wasn't the number in his account, it was the freedom to live without constant financial stress and the confidence to shape his own future. Most people spend their lives trying to look wealthy, while the truly successful focus on becoming financially secure. The lesson is simple: build your character first, and your wealth will have something meaningful to support. Comment one number only. What age will you become a millionaire? Let's see how ambitious this community is.